Honorable Senators, there being no other member who is interested in contributing to the bill, I ask Senator Chimera to reply.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to reply. Let me first begin by appreciating Senator Professor Tom Ojienda for his very invaluable contribution as to the drafting of this bill, Mr. Speaker. And I just spoke to him while I got back here, just to inform him that I don't think he's had a chance to contribute to this bill. But having been my law lecturer, he has assured me that he has full confidence in my ability to prosecute this bill. And as such, I really want to appreciate and thank Senator Professor Tom Ojienda. Thank you to the senators who have spoken to this bill, Senator Mungatana, Senator Osotsi, Senator Tabitha Mutinda, Senator Karen Nyamu, Senator Hamida, Senator Eddie Okech, Senator William Kisang, and my very good friend, Senator Gloria Oroba. I actually didn't imagine Senator Oroba would be interested in matters of sports until she confirmed to us that, and I know the son, of course, having met him, I think it was in Addis Ababa, the young man looks very sporty. And I'm happy to say that he has a mother that has an interest in matters of sports. And I want to tell you, Senator Oroba, it's just not only a question of unifying the young men of this country, because I know you are very passionate about women, and the women agenda is close to your heart. This particular bill, by dint of its operation, when it becomes law, will equally unify very, very many women who is your greatest constituency. And I would wish to urge you to join us in making sure that this bill sees the light of the day. Mr. Speaker, let me also congratulate and speak much about the bill as proposed by Senator Edwin Sifuna. Because the said bill by Sifuna, Mr. Speaker, speaks to Section 38M of this bill as to the funding of the county academies, Mr. Speaker. And I had a chance to contribute to the bill as framed by Senator Sifuna on the need to making sure that our county sports associations have necessary funding so that individual clubs in those associations can be able to benefit from funding from government, so that they are able to meet their regular weekly budgetary requirements, so that they can travel from as far as, for instance, their clubs in Kwale County. We have a club called SS Assad that is participating in a nationwide league, Mr. Speaker. And from time to time, this club, either they call me or they call my colleague leaders seeking for assistance every week, Mr. Speaker, so that they can travel to as far as Migori, as far as Kisii, to participate in the Super League nationally. Yet they are cash-strapped, they have no funding, and even as we seek to entrench the culture of academies in our country, Mr. Speaker, we must guarantee funding to these clubs. And I want to thank Senator Eddie Okech, and for information, my brother, I was on Thika Road that I was following the discourse from this house because I knew perhaps I'd be forced to reply. So I took it upon myself to listen in to the conversations. And I want to thank you for your very enriching contributions, Senator Eddie Okech. I'll be very frank, we had not thought along the lines of the modern football academies as they happen in London, in Spain, in Germany, and these, modern countries. We actually thought of just drafting a law that would secure the place of an academy in our local areas, so that we have a chance and a platform within which the young, sport-talented men and women of this country can have a place to go and showcase their talent, a place that is readily available, a place that has facilities, has the necessary technical expertise in form of coaches, and much more important, Mr. Speaker, a place that has a chance for scouts to come and scout for football talent, for sports talent. The idea, Senator Eddie, is just guaranteeing a place whereby Instead of waiting for what is known as the Senator Alan Chesang Super Cup, for instance, or Senator Mungatana Super Cup, for instance, where, in my view, is just a way of politicizing sports instead of speaking to the real talent and opportunities in sports and in the sporting world. But I thank you, Senator Eddy, that you have construed this bill to be speaking about running a football academy that is a club. We had not seen through that particular line of thought, and I want to assure you, we must start from somewhere, and that somewhere is by the very nature of this bill. And I thank you because I have seen a very good line of amendments to pursue, but in the interest of time, Senator Eddy, and allow me, we proceed as it is, and then I know because laws are not made in finality. You will have a chance and opportunity to probably push forth through this amendment, but what we want to seek to achieve in the meantime, and perhaps for information, you've seen government through the sports ministry, led by my able Governor Emeritus, the Honorable Salim Ngala Mvurya. They have gone ahead and they are already launching sports academies countrywide. And in fact, when I had a conversation with the sports mandarins in that ministry, they informed me that the idea is to roll these academies in every constituency, Mr. Speaker. And here we are speaking about county sports academies, but the ministry and the government has seen the need to further devolve the same into constituencies. So then again, that would speak heavily on funding, that would speak heavily on matters management of the same, it will speak heavily on matters running the county sports academies. Otherwise, I really wish to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's contributed to this bill. We do not take your contributions for granted. I know they speak towards enriching this particular bill, and it is my sincere hope and believe and trust that as a House, we will be able to consider those very wonderful and amazing amendments so that we make this particular law very proactive and very aggressive in nature, and much more important, Mr. Speaker, very easy and efficient and lean in matters implementing the same. We just don't want to legislate on laws that become problematic in matters implementing, especially when we are strained as county governments, because I understand a governor would be torn between pushing in funds for roads maintenance, pushing in funds for running their bursary programs, Mr. Speaker. And I'm happy in the morning we had a very robust discussion and a motion on the whole issue on harmonizing bursaries, Mr. Speaker. And maybe perhaps I would want to take this chance to remind those of us who are in leadership and running such programs that, number one, the Senate is not opposed to you running scholarship opportunities and bursary programs. And number two, Senator Chimera in person is not opposed to these bursaries because it is what is available in the meantime. So I know you will be torn between pushing in funding to pay school fees, funding to buy. Mr. Speaker, I don't know, Senator Eddy seems to have a burning issue, but maybe I can finish.
Senator Eddy, allow Senator Chimera to conclude on his reply. You will have your time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to let the COG know that it is a balance. That when you receive funding from the Exchequer, it is a huge balance between how you put in those funds and how the citizens want the funds to be applied. It is wrong for certain leaders, Mr. Speaker, to try and purport that the Senate is against certain programs or individual senators are against certain programs. And you know, it is foolish, Mr. Speaker, for a leader to ever imagine that we would be against what they are doing in their respective counties, Mr. Speaker. We firmly understand we send money to the counties, and because the whole hallmark of government expenditure, especially matters county financing and expenditure, are premised on this public participation principle. If the people so decide that they want to set aside a certain allocation to run a certain program, be it road maintenance, be it healthcare, be it bursaries, we have no business as senators. I have no business as Raphael Chimera Mwinzagu, senator from Kwale County, to say I am opposed to that particular idea. I want to make it clear and let it go on record that I support what governors are doing. I support governors running bursary programs. I support governor running programs in agriculture, the FLOCA programs that you run, climate change and resilient projects that you run. We support them because the people of Kwale, the people of these many other counties have actually put their voice towards making sure these funds are expended in that particular manner. So for somebody to try and say we are against because there is a conversation, Mr. Speaker, on making sure that perhaps there is free education to everyone, I don't think it is right. And I also want to say, when this bill becomes law, do not feel strained that Senator Chimera and Senator Ojienda brought forth a law that then again strains your resources to be able to manage these academies. I am happy that Senator Sifuna has given that cure, that now there'll be a percentage, 1% from the shareable revenue that goes towards making sure that these monies are available for our county sporting activities. I know they would say, why are you burdening us with more duties, more roles, especially more financial burden? Because these academies must have a committee as proposed in section 38C on the management of the same counties, academies, Mr. Speaker, and that these committees will be drawing allowances, these academies would want maintenance, and of course it is a strain in terms of their budget. But then again, we are saying, let the young men and women of this country also be able to have an opportunity to showcase their sporting talent. I know we can always raise finances. We would be willing. And I know people like Senator Karen Nyamu here and Senator Gloria Uroba have very good networks towards making sure we attract donor funding, we attract donations and gifts, and support in terms of financial support to these clubs in Nairobi County and Kisii County and other counties, Mr. Speaker. So I don't think why the conversation will largely be touching on how best do we finance our academies. Otherwise, I want to also take this opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to thank the government for really, jumping over the gun and going a step ahead by implementing what we are proposing